So people, here's the thing. You can be saying all the right things and in a way that nobody can receive it, in the wrong way. And looking back at our previous video, yeah, me. It was me.
Kidding.
No, she's right, because, you know, it was my video. She was just there sitting in.
Yeah, I was just
and
there.
I feel like I was just so
Up
hyped.
on the log.
And I just came at it with the wrong energy. Like, I'm over here talking at MTV, criticizing them. And honest and truthfully, I wasn't coming up with anything brilliant at all. I was literally just taking things that they've done in the past and said, hey, bring that back.
Do it again.
Do it
please.
again. So, you know, I had to take a step down off of my pedestal, off of my high horse. And I want to do this the right way, because I want people to be able to receive it. I want MTV to be able to receive it. And I want to work with them. I do. And I think that they're great. And so I'm going to do this the right way now. So humble pie. We all got to eat it sometime. I ate it. It was delicious. And here we go. Take two. Take two. So this is 12 things that I think are missing from the challenge today. All right. Number 1, don't just announce the season theme. Make the challenges earn it. So sometimes what we do, MTV, sometimes we, like this season for Double Agents, it just started out with them saying, welcome to the challenge, Double Agents. It jumped right into it, and it was no foreplay. Like, it was no warming us up or anything. So for me, I really liked it when on Rivals 3, they had everybody skydive. They skydived out of the plane. Nate was afraid. He was terrified. He didn't do it. Nate from Are You the One season 2. Worst season of Are You the One. Sorry. Just going to throw that in there.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm sorry. It had some good people in that cast, but that was like the worst season. I liked a lot of people from it, but
to the challenge.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's a sidebar. But yeah, so they jumped out of the plane, they skydived, and then when they were skydiving, they were looking down and saw on the beach Rivals 3. So that was even a cool way that you guys did. I love that. And I want to do even cooler ways. Like, I want to have like little mini challenges that they do, and then they discover what the theme of the season is through that challenge. Like in Vendettas, when that would have been a perfect opportunity, because it was so awesome the way y'all had that wasn't Vendettas, that was Final Reckoning. No, that was Vendettas. Hold on. Yeah, Vendettas. Like, no, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all.
Maybe not.
I'm tripping. Yeah. I'm trying to remember, because Paulie and Natalie were on Final Reckoning. And okay, yeah, so it would have been Vendettas. But Vendettas was the one when they did the Presidio. No, it was Final Reckoning. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. So in Final Reckoning, you guys had them dig up their partners and find out, you know, who their vendetta was. But y'all had already announced that this season was Vendettas. And I think that was like such an opportunity to just have them, hey, find out, you know, dig up your partner
and be like, why is this person my partner?
Yeah, welcome to the challenge.
It's Vendettas.
Vendettas.
That's your vendetta right there.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the writer in me. I'm a writer, but you know, I just think that that's such a great way to do it, and it builds up excitement within the cast, because they don't know what it's gonna be.
I'm a writer too.
She is a writer, so it's the writer in us. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was her idea, so that's why she didn't say that. But
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know? She is a writer, a very good one. We're both writers.
But yeah, you want to have suspense in there.
Yeah, so that's number 1. Let's, like, you know, build up some suspense. Let's
off the jump.
Yeah, off the jump. Let's like warm it up a little bit. Let's not just jump right into it. Let's ease into it. So yeah, don't just announce the season theme. Make the challenges earn it. Make the viewers earn it. That's number 1. All right. Number 2, start the show with airport footage. And now you guys don't have to do this all the time. Sometimes, you know, you don't want to be too consistent. You know, sometimes you do want to just jump right into it. There are going to be challenges where you can just jump right into, hey, this is the mission. You discovered now you're on the challenge Double Agents. You're on the challenge Vendettas. There are going to be those. But then, you know, let's have some where you do start in the airport. You used to start in the airport and we would see people talking. And we like that because we're always looking at the people. We watch the show for the people and for the
100,
relationships.
1000%.
Yeah, we like to see the friendships develop and the romance develop, and the competition is a bonus, and it's the way that we get to see these friendships and alliances and stuff unfold.
And that's what we love. That's why we love how diverse this show has become in the recent seasons, because we don't always get to see that diversity on our television screens. And it's special when you see it on reality TV, because you're like, this isn't scripted. So their bonding is for real. And people need to see more of that, because the world has become a little segregated in certain areas. So you want to see what you want to be. We want to be a world that truly is a melting pot, that everybody truly does get along. So we like to see that dynamic as early as the airport.
Yeah, we want to see how people interact who don't look alike, think alike, or vote alike. So the airport, if we can't get to the airport, maybe even in the vans, when they're driving up to the house, let's see who's driving in the van together. We want to see them when they get to the house.
What are their first impressions of each other, and not just from a game standpoint? Like, do they think this person's funny? Do they think this person's attractive? We don't have to know if they're like, oh, they're weak, or, we can know that too, but we want to know everything. What do they think about each other?
Yeah, so please consider doing that. Start out the show with some airport footage or some van footage or some house footage, just something for the viewers to get excited and see them in the real world, and then see them entering the challenge house, and just to see how they interact in real life. So yeah, that's what the show's real life too, but we want to see how they interact before they enter the show, if we can. So that's number 2. Start the show with airport footage when we can. All right, number 3. Show placements and ranks for every competition. You guys, you had to have done this before, because otherwise I don't think I just would have had this brilliant idea, or I could have, because I do have ideas of my own. But I don't know. I feel like this is something that you probably done in the past. And let's just bring it back. Let's show the ranks for every single thing. Like, most of the times there is a rank system for everything. It's like there's not just the first and the second place and we just stop the whole daily.
Right.
Like we have first place, second place, third place, all the way to 16th place or whatever.
And we want to know all of that, because you have people that have been watching the show for years, like us, or people that just like to write things down, and you want to see like, okay, but how are people averaging out? Like, even though Nani did really bad on this competition, how has she been doing in the rest of them? Has she been in the top half? Are these people, do they have a good shot at making it to the final? Are they competitive? Who's really, at the bottom tier? We want to know that, and we want to have stats to back it up.
Yeah, and hearing you say that, I feel like that's something even the competitors would appreciate, because maybe then they wouldn't get slept on so much, because it's like, hey, I may not be good in this area, but I'm very good in this area, and it's been proven because you've seen how I perform. Or I may not get first place every time, but I'm kind of in the middle. I'm always in the top
every time.
Yeah. And I just remember in Final Reckoning, no, this one was Vendettas, when I always get them mixed up. When you guys did the Rock of Gibraltar challenge, which was like amazing. That's one of my favorite things y'all did in challenge history, because it was like the first day and two people got eliminated, and it was a 2-day thing, and they had to run up the Rock of Gibraltar and and see who made it up there the quickest. And you guys didn't do a rank system, but you did show a good amount of people what they placed. I think you did first, second, third, fourth, and then you skipped a couple of them and came back with 7th and 8th, and y'all were spreading it out. But I want to see, and I love that though, and I was just trying to figure it out. Like, I actually rewinded it and rewatched it, trying to figure out, okay, this is probably where that person placed, because that person was there by this time, because I wanted to know exactly where everybody placed, because I wanted to know who's really going to be good in this game, because that was like a proving ground of itself, like getting up that rock.
The same people that are writing down the pairs for Are You the One and trying to figure out who the lights are the same people that want to be knowing these ranks, okay? So please give us those ranks.
Yeah, give us the ranks, because it allows for fan participation. We get to participate. We get to create fantasy leagues. We get to make predictions and stat sheets and all this stuff. So That's one of my like biggest requests. Please start showing the ranks for every competition so that we can participate. All right. Number four is storylines for everyone. Sometimes I feel like you guys do a really good job at showing everybody for the most part, and I feel like I get to know everybody to a certain degree, but I want us to take it further, because the thing is, whether the person leaves the first episode or the second episode, whatever the case may be, they have a role in this season that they played, and everybody has a role. So I kind of just want to see what happened. I want to see these people, like, why did you cast them? I want to see them have a storyline, even if they're just there for one episode. Can we get to know them in an organic way? Can we get to know them?
Because what it's been lately is we've been getting, instead of getting to know them, we've been getting explanation, like as to why they end up going in later. We've been getting a lot of foreshadow as to why they're going in. Like, oh, this person, y'all show them being weak, or y'all show them doubting or having problems making friends, or whatever the case may be, which is good because that is knowing the situation, but it's not knowing them. Like, we want to know, like, do they have family back home? Like, where are they from? Are they like from the South? Are they Jersey boys, or Jersey girls, or
Are they from the East Coast? Are they from the West Coast?
what are they fighting for? Like, we want to know, like, all of that. Are they the funny person? Are they the quiet person? We want to know exactly why y'all cast them, and we won't know that if you're just giving us the situation.
Yeah, so please let us get to know them outside of the game. Let us see some of their downtime moments in the house, how they interacted with people, and just, let us get storylines for everyone, because then they're going to be more likable. The audience will like them. They'll understand why you casted them. We just want to know these people. We want to know
the hookups, for crying out loud. I don't understand. We saw so many hookups this season in the previews, and then didn't see any of them in the actual season.
I'm thinking there has to be an explanation for that. So I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt of that. But please let us get to know these people.
But if there is an explanation, then maybe before you show them in the preview for the season, maybe think about that ahead of time, because we're going to wonder if we see them in that preview. We're going to be like, why didn't we see that?
That's true. That's true.
It's just strange.
So maybe make sure that whatever you put in your preview, you run it by your cast, so you don't want to run into problems like that where you preview something that actually never airs. But yeah, storylines for everyone. Really would have loved to have seen that this season, because this season was so powerfully diverse, and we applaud y'all for that. It was amazing. But we do feel like we didn't really get to know these people as well, because it just seemed like it was so much about the game, and everything was just, all the footage you aired was just about foreshadowing what was going to happen in the game, and we rarely got to see candid downtime moments and how these people were really truly interacting with each other.
Yeah, like Michi, he was apparently aligned with Leroy and a whole bunch of other people.
Really close with Leroy and Cam.
But we never saw any.
And hilarious.
He was being protected by them for a while, but we never saw any of that happen. We never saw their closeness. We never saw his hookup with Amber. We only saw him being funny. So that
in
gives
the
him a
confessionals.
character.
We didn't get to see him in the
character,
house.
but we don't know what he's there for, what he's fighting for. We don't know, who he's into. We didn't know he was into Amber M, or if he was, or if he wasn't. He was just lonely.
And he had something with Liv too, so I think it got a little messy. We didn't get to see it, so yeah, just don't mean to harp on that to death, but that is very, very, very important to us. Please let us get to see the storylines for everybody. And you know what? I'm going to make another point to this. Why I also want to work with y'all. I think I can bring a lot to the table. I think I'm very qualified as a writer, one, and I have so many ideals also because of that. Ideals, or is it ideas?
Ideas.
Gosh, so-called writer. I'm just kidding. I get those mixed up. But yeah, I have so many yep, and took it off. So many ideas, you guys. So that, and also I think it's very important that you have people of color on your production team, being a part of deciding what gets put on the cutting room floor as far as footage goes, and what what you want to put into the packaging of the show, because um, we have to tell our stories. And I do wonder if we didn't get to know the people of color this season so well because there maybe was a lack of people of color on the team deciding what footage was aired. I do wonder that, and I want to be there. I want to be in the room. I want to be in the room when it happens. The room when it happens. Okay, I want to be there so that I can help interview these people and I can take the questions deeper with them and I can make sure that the footage gets aired. And I have a heart for all people. I have a heart for diversity. Period. So I really want to be there, advocating for that, making sure that these stories are told. So number 4. Storylines for everyone, please. All right, moving on to number 5, which kind of goes in line with number 4. Let's get differing opinions on things that happen. Sometimes family, I feel like the stuff that you choose to air, it is all very one opinion. Everybody thinks that Amber is shady. Everybody
Yeah,
thinks
that's
that
what
Amber
you
B
made
is
it look
shady.
like, because even though you only show 3 people saying it, maybe you didn't show anybody else that was not saying it. And so it makes it seem like you want America to feel like she's shady.
Yeah, and it's just so much better to watch and stomach if we can get like equal opinions. Like if we had maybe one person, maybe even 2 people say they felt like Amber B was shady, but then get, some differing opinions. Show a couple opinions who think, Amber B's great. Like I think she's such a sweetheart. And then let the viewers arrive to their own conclusion. I really, really want to see that, and we take it back to War of the Worlds 2, where Kara and Polly were just really portrayed as the villains of that
Yeah,
season.
and seen in such a bad light because of the people y'all were getting commentary from. But they had a whole band of people who were behind them and loved them, but we were never really given their perspective on the issue, and them saying, people hate on Polly and Kara, but they got it together. They've never done us wrong.
They're
very
running this
loyal.
game. They put
they're
together
running
a
this
group. They put
game.
together a plan, and it's foolproof. And
They were running that game, and they had no respect on their names because of the editing.
yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of people, they feel some type of way, and because they just bought what they were fed.
Yeah, they were
And
fed that Jordan and Tori were the ones to root for. They were the underdogs.
they were
the
the
power
victims.
couple. Yeah, and they're not together now. So, I mean, I'm just putting that out there. So, I know, breakups happen, but I'm just saying, like, they were put on this pedestal and it wasn't right, in my opinion. So, hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, you just want to show all opinions. So that is another thing. Please show differing opinions equally so that people can be careful.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
It's dangerous. Hit my teeth. Okay.
So that people can form their own opinions. We don't want to manipulate them or feed them something. People are intelligent enough to form their own opinion. I'd like to think. So, so please allow us to form our own opinions. All right. Number 6. Have competitors state what they're fighting for in front of everyone before eliminations. Now, this is something that you guys did in Invasions and probably other seasons, but I've only rewatched so many of them recently. So I know for a fact that you did this in Invasions. TJ asked them before every elimination, what are you fighting for? And I just loved that. I loved it so much because it was different from, showing them in a confessional, showing them behind the scenes, tell us, the viewers, what they're fighting for. It was more real and more vulnerable for TJ to ask them that in front of everyone, and for them to have to say in front of everybody, hey, I'm doing this for my mom. She's always been there for me. She's always believed in me, and she's sacrificed so much for me and my family. So I want to do this for her. Whatever the case may be, I'm doing this for my dad. I'm doing this for my grandpa. I'm doing this for the girl at the YMCA who really inspires me. Whatever the reason was, like,
Did somebody
Johnny
do
said
that?
something like that. He was doing
Okay,
it
I
for
was like,
somebody
what?
who, yeah, whoever the case may be. I loved hearing that, and you want to pull at people's heartstrings and
And not
remind
just our
them.
heartstrings. We want to see them tugging at their castmates' heartstrings and being like, you know what? We got a lot more in common than, I thought. And I love to look at them as the enemy, but,
We're not that different, and they're not all bad because nobody is
yeah.
really. So that's something amazing that you guys did in Invasions. I would love to see it again. As many things as you can do out in the open, the better. It's so good. It's so good. So moving on. We're not going to stay on that too long. Number 7, better current music, you guys. Better current music.
So disclaimer, we really do enjoy the music for the OG season right now. All
because it
Stars
matches
is
it.
fitting. Yeah, it's fitting because they're the OGs. They came from that period.
I'm
we were
enjoying it so
watching them
much,
in the
man.
90s.
It's awesome.
90s has the best music. So it's just on point. This season of 36, though,
It just didn't match, guys. It didn't match because you guys' show is so brilliant. It's so amazing, and it's constantly evolving and evolving and evolving and growing. But the music wasn't
was in the
case.
80s, and we didn't know why.
It wasn't the case.
There
The
was no
music
reason
was in the
for
past, and the show was in the future.
It was very strange.
Yeah, it didn't go with the theme. So,
There's no
if you guys
reason
have a
for it.
theme, by all means. But otherwise, let's keep the music evolving right along with the show. And honestly, it can be all genres. I don't care. I bop my head. I can get down to anything. Just current music, current rap music, current rock music, current R&B music, current
independent
country
artists.
music, current whatever,
it doesn't
trap
have to
music,
be
whatever
this popular songs that are on the radio. Get independent artists music, just something people can actually dance to, and that's current.
Yeah, because I want to be having to Shazam you guys. I want to be like, because we don't listen to the music today. Let me tell you, we don't listen to the music today, so we don't know half of the stuff. We're always behind. So, but we like the music when we hear it. So I want to be Shazamming you guys all day, like, oh, here goes another one. What is this? And adding songs to my music library. That's what I want to be doing. But we're not adding songs lately because we know all the songs. So let's keep the music.
They're so out of place when they're played.
It's out of place. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
the songs are awesome. It's just, it just doesn't match.
Don't go. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the request. Please, better, more current music. Number 8. Show us the times during the time competitions and the answer key during the puzzles. Please, you guys. We're not going to talk about that too long, but it just allows for us to participate when we get to, and it just makes it more intense when you're watching and you know that one team got a time of 13 minutes, and then you're watching the other team go, and you're like, oh, it's getting higher. Come on, you guys, come on. You're so close. Let's go. And then, you don't have to keep the time there the whole way. You know how you guys used to do. It was brilliant. You would have the time going for most of the time, and then when the team was almost done, the time would disappear. So we didn't know exactly what time they finished at, but we had an idea of what the ballpark was in. So,
we want to see that, and then we also want to see
puzzle key. We want to see the answer
because it makes y'all also look more legit and like you're being true to what you're saying. Because for a lot of this, it's like, well, how do we know that that was the right puzzle answer? They could have just said that.
Or how do we know they finished at that time? They could have just said that.
It just makes it look better. It makes it look like y'all aren't hiding anything.
Yeah, you want to be too legit to quit. So yeah, let's see that, and let's see the puzzles.
Yeah, when we see the puzzle right there, we can do it along with them, or we can see, oh, they're so close.
Let's go.
Or they're not close
just
at
put that
all.
one there. Oh, they couldn't be further away.
Just sitting there and having no clue what's going on.
Yeah. We don't be knowing what's going on, you guys, and we just have to rely on Corey's commentary saying he's terrible at puzzles and he's not getting anywhere near there. Don't tell what you can show. So let's show that. Let's show that, you guys. That's the rule of movie writing, film, screenplay writing. That is the rule. You want to show it. Don't tell it. All right. Number 9. First, second, and third place need to get money in the final. You guys, please, let's do this.
Have a heart.
Let's do that. Have a heart, because we want to see these people who we know and love. We want to see them get money. One, that's the first reason.
They worked so hard there's already like 90% of the people that aren't going to get any money, and that's fine. But the people who make it to the final, it's like, and
Let's give them
who
some money,
finish
man.
first, second, and third, yeah,
Give them
like
all some money. And you know what else?
even if third place is getting 10,000,
It's
at least
something.
yeah,
They don't have to go home without nothing, or just getting their
at least it
whatever
wasn't
they
in
get paid
vain.
per week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's also good for you because it makes the final more fun. Because when everybody gets money, it's not like just when the first place got just the first place won and they won, and then we didn't have nothing to watch for anymore.
So it's like, why are we watching? Yeah,
Why
they're
are
not
we
getting
even
anything. So why do we
watching?
care what happens at this point?
Yeah, so guys,
You
this
don't
is
want
good
that.
for you.
You
This
want
is good
everyone
for
to be
us.
invested the
This
whole
yeah,
time.
yeah, and they will be if everybody gets surprised, because even though first place has already been determined, we're still watching the remaining teams to see who's going to get second, who's going to get the $50,000, and who's going to get stuck with just $10,000. We're still watching to see what's going to happen, like we were this season, because we had a second place prize. But let's do even better in the future and at least do first, second, and third. That's what we want to do.
Let's give.
Let's give. Giving it will come back to you.
Good measure.
Press down, shaking together, and running over people. All right. Number 10. There should be an equal amount of strength, strategic, puzzle, and endurance comps for dailies, elims, and finals. Self-explanatory. We want to find the best well-rounded challenger. We don't want just the best puzzle challenger or the best endurance challenger to win. We want to get the best well-rounded challenger. So that's my request, you guys. Let's make the challenges equal in strategic, puzzle, strength, endurance, all the good things. Let's find the best well-rounded challenger.
Number 11. What though, after this OG season, I really wish they would have had the skulls back for OG season, because
right,
these folks,
it is nice when everybody has to fight and everybody has to get in the sand to make
we'll leave it at that though, because I know a lot of y'all might not have seen it, but
we'll leave
it ain't right when people just get to sit back and let other people go in. It ain't right, and that's the whole reason why they did skulls.
Yeah. So number 11, create more real moments. Create more real moments, you guys. You did this in Invasions. When everybody made it to the final, you let them go on vacation, and they had the moment where they
sent up the lanterns.
They sent the lanterns across the water to get rid of their past, they were mistakes Thailand, and things that they wanted to get rid of. Yeah, I want to have more moments like this created, moments that have to deal with the culture they're in, wherever you're filming at. Let's take time to involve the culture and create moments for people to really get to know one another and bond outside of the game. Reflect on life and what you're there for, what you're fighting for. That was a beautiful moment in Invasion. So I would love to see y'all create more moments like that, where we get to just see these people. It brings it back to ground, back to earth, to real life, and we get to just really get personal with these people and see them get closer and have some therapeutic moments and moments to just TLC moments. So yeah, let's bring this back, please. Create more real moments. We want to see how these people interact. Last one, you guys. Let's dedicate 1/4 of the episodes to good old-fashioned, candid, fun, behind-the-scenes, heartfelt downtimes. We really missed that this season, and it broke my heart, you guys. It just seemed like all the episodes just focused on game. Even when they were in the club, the dome, it seemed like they were foreshadowing the game. And we really didn't get to see that much of just them interacting and having fun. Like the moments where Nelson and Corey were just in the club, just dancing and having fun. And
we could have gotten that if they showed us the hookups, which they didn't even show us, like, so many of the hookups. Which would have been downtime stuff too, I feel. Yeah. Because it's just,
That's true. We just want to see the downtimes. We want to see the silly times, like Devin's wig funeral and Ashley finding a centipede in her broccoli, and just all these just moments that, shouldn't necessarily make airtime. It's not bringing anything to the game, but it's bringing to the show. We just want to see,
the
behind the scenes relationships, the funny times, the down times.
Who's spending time together?
It's so important, you guys. You just don't know how important it is. And the thing is, we've been so blessed to have 90 minutes of airtime. Now, I know some of that goes to commercials, so it's probably actually like 70 minutes or something like that. But, you know, we got a lot of airtime, suffice it to say. So let's use a good fourth of that to just have downtime, candid moments, please. That's my request. And, you know, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. We want to thank you guys so much for watching, for giving us a second chance to correct my mistake. And I really hope that you got a lot out of this. And
we've gotten to know some amazing people throughout the years, thanks to you guys and your casting. And I just look forward to the future. I just do want to note that I do think it is important, again, to really show the whole person, because there's no one person that is just all good and there's no one person that's all bad. So let us see all of them and let the people, you know, it's okay for people, although they don't want to do this now, to be in a moment like, okay, I agree with what you did. I support that. And then the next moment be like, man, they shouldn't have done that. It's okay to do that. You should do that. You shouldn't just agree with something everybody's doing all the time.
yeah,
That's just not.
I agree with that. I agree.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. I know that was a little bit off subject, but I'm just saying.
It's really important to her. So, you know, yeah. And please, I'm going to tag you guys, producers. I created a whole nother season outside of, I told you guys I had an amazing season for 38. I have an amazing idea in concept for 38. I have all of it worked out except for like the specifics of the competitions. But like, it's incredible. I couldn't sleep. I had to get up and write it all out. Came from God. Like, I want to share this with you, but I want to share that one in a meeting with y'all. So guys, I'm pouring with ideas. I came up with a whole nother concept outside of 38, and I'm going to tag you guys in that in a YouTube post, producers only, and for y'all to see and just, you know that I'm legit. And I'm serious about this. I believe it's meant to be. I really do. I'm praying about it. I'm hoping for it. And let's make this happen. I'm ready to work. Like she said, I'm ready to work. So let me get on the team and help make our amazing show
even more
amazing. I just want to help. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be maybe dropping some more videos throughout the summer. We love this show. We have so many ideas. We want to keep you guys fed during the summer. So just make sure you're subscribed to the channel, please, so you don't miss anything.
Let us know in the comments if you are watching the Challenge All-Stars and if you would like to hear our thoughts on some of the things that's been going on, because we definitely have some thoughts, guys. The last episode is actually tomorrow, so let us know, because we don't mind like just talking about maybe doing one video to just talk about everything.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know, guys. Well, we love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned till next time.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless.